Could everyone take their seats, please? We need to get started. Huh? Yeah, this morning early. They walked right in, just pulled the door open. They said it wasn't. I said, no way. Okay, please take your seats. We're going to get started. This is a rather long assembly. We're trying to get 2 sports seasons in, so I would appreciate if everyone please take their seats. Okay, we're pretty excited to finally have a sports assembly. It's been almost 3 years since we have given out sports awards. We gave them out to kids. We mailed them to them. This will be the first one we've had in person in quite a while. I hope you're going to enjoy it because we have some very talented athletes and students in this school. And we go by student athletes, and people come here for a reason to Wyoming Seminary, and over 80% of our student body plays at least one sport. That's pretty amazing. So as the Director of Athletics, I'm excited about that. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Karen Klassner. I'm the Director of Athletics and field hockey coach, and I'm have up on stage today. We're going to have some very talented coaches. We're lucky that we have such good coaches that are able to work with our kids, and then talented athletes. We have 21 sports, 11 male and 10 female. Also, I would like to say that throughout this year so far, we've won 2 state championships, 1 prep state championship, and 1 national prep championship, plus a number of awards that the coaches will talk about. Before I get started, I'd like to thank our school nurses, Emily and Kim, for keeping the athletes healthy, as our trainers, Lisa Mozaleski, Carlo Mercadante, and Katie Stroll do the same thing. We're very fortunate to have 3 trainers. Not many colleges have that, let alone a high school. So I'd like to thank them for all the work they do to keep our athletes healthy. I think I'm going to start off by doing the field hockey. I usually wait to go last, but I think this year I'll try to go first. One of the things about field hockey, we've been in 5 straight state championships. Never been done in field hockey. It's been done in other sports, especially here. It's been done in wrestling. That is pretty amazing. And we've won the last 4 state championships. And we may have one more in us, so we'll see next fall. But we have a lot of players back. I'm excited about our team. I'm always excited about our team. And we appreciate all the fan support, especially from the ice hockey team and wrestling teams. They come to our games, and we do appreciate that. Boys lacrosse as well. So we appreciate our fans. This year so far, awards have been given out. First team All-State from the Pennsylvania High School Field Hockey Coaches Association. We've had Ella Barbacci, Anna Mozaleski, Maddie Olszewski, Emma Wachilla. Second team, Milau Klaus. Honorable mention, Lynn Cabell. All academic from the Pennsylvania High School Field Hockey Coaches Association. Maggie Barilla, Nicole Leo, Anna Mozaleski, Maddie Olszewski, Isabella Pisano, Sophia Stash, Chase Taylor, Athena Filipos. If you look up on the board, there are JV letter winners. I'm not going to go through them. You can see who the varsity and JV letter winners were. We voted as a team not to do an MVP, as we felt the whole team deserved that award. We have coaches awards. The two girls that are getting the coaches awards are also getting gold awards. So could Maggie Barilla and Anna Mozaleski come forward, please? I'm going to embarrass you guys right now. No. It's very rare that a high school player gets to play and win 4 state championships in her career. That's what Maggie has done, and that is what Anna Mozaleski has done. And we couldn't do it without the team we have, but they were tremendous leaders for us this year, on the field and off the field. And we're held to a different standard than most people because of who we are, and our players understand that. And I would like to thank Maggie, who's here. Anna's at the University of Indiana. She started school early, so she couldn't be here, but I'm thrilled to give you these awards, and Coach Burke gave them to Ms. Barilla. So thank you so much for all the work you did. And I have to say, the Barilla Vanderberg family, how many have I coached? Like 5? 5. I don't remember. So she's the last one, unless her mom comes back to play for us. But 5 Barilla or Vanderbergs in my career, and some of them I coached in basketball when I was coaching. So thank you very much. Our golf coach.
Thanks, Coach Klasner. I'll start with our JV letters. Please stand Alex Smolowitz, Cade Butcher, Nora Siegel, and Evan Coates. Thank you all for working hard this season, encouraging our team. Our varsity team, please stand Ava Hazuri, Pat Ruatois, Thomas Iskra, Nick Werner, Shane Holcomb, Julia Lewis, Paul Merkel, and Quinn Kelly. Our golf team finished the season with an 8-4 record in 3rd place in the conference. We had a lot of fun this season, and I'm very proud to coach every one of you guys. Typically, the golf team plays 6 players in a match, and the best 4 scores count against the other teams. One of our starting 6 players split his time on the soccer field, and we're gracious for the soccer team for sharing him. And thank you, Thomas Iskra, for working so hard on your game between your intense schedule this season. Another one of our players split time with, I think, just about every sport, so I'm not sure who to thank, but thank you, Pat Ruatois, for sharing your skills on the links as well. It was a blast. After sharing a third of our team with other sports, our nucleus and returning starters held the team together. Shane Holcomb, Julia Lewis, and Quinn Kelly were our rock. Thank you for so much for all your hard work, teamwork, and determination this season. And we couldn't have done it without Ava Hazuri and Paul Merkel either. Whether you were there to lighten the mood or fill in when we needed you, thank you both. That leads us to our final player. Sometimes you have a player you're so impressed with that you're afraid to get in their way. We got a player on our golf team that does that. The kind of player that coaches learn from and love to coach. And when that player turns out to be kind, respectful, and a thoughtful leader to his teammates, it's a really special player. I can go on and on about how special of a player we have on our golf team, but I'd rather let you all see that for yourself. If you know anything about golf, I'm really encouraging you to come to one of our golf matches and watch him play. His 2021 stats, his 9-hole golf match scoring average, it's probably a school record, 1 under par 35. His USGA handicap index is a plus 1.0, almost pro level. His preseason TREBA tournament score, minus 170. His district championship as a freshman, 2nd place, silver medal. State championship, top 10 medal, 6th place. Thank you so much. Our 2021 MVP, Nick Werner. Please come up. Thank you all. Coach Burke, football.
Good morning. I'm not going to announce the whole team roster. We are a varsity-only program, so those young guys that came out for the team, those 9th graders, 10th graders, it takes a lot to make it through that program when you're playing against reclassed and postgraduate guys. So a lot of respect out to the younger members of the team. It was our first year as a school, as an affiliate member of the NEPSAC, and a league member of the Northeast Prep Football Conference. It's what brought me here to Wyoming Seminary, raising the bar and level of play of both academics and athletics. With that said, we were 5-4 in our first season. We were 3-0 against non-league competition. What that means, the teams we've usually played over the years of the course of Wyoming Seminary's history, and we beat Petty and Blair individually for the first time in 12 years, and the first time ever beating them in the same season. And the other non-league game was Kiski School. Raising the bar and challenging ourselves as athletes and students going into this league, we were real close. We were 5 points from being considered for a New England Bowl game, which could lead to a New England championship. Our team plays in a 10-team conference that covers 5 states. 10 of our guys were recognized as all-league. Honorable mention went to Devin Hairston, senior Nate Magruder, and sophomore Chief Montalvo. Second team all-league went to running back Trey Gordon, wide receiver Anton Beemelmans, Matthew Michael Acevero, Big Mario, multi-sport Pat, and Nasir Robinson. We had one member of our team make first team all-league, and that was our postgraduate DB, Isaiah Wimbush. To make all New England, there's 67 football playing schools with 2 more being added next year. That means you have to be considered amongst them all. We had 4 guys recognized as all New England, even though we're technically Mid-Atlantic. 2 honorable mentions to sophomore Chief Montalvo and postgraduate Mario Kajajic. First team, senior Anton Beemelmans and postgraduate Isaiah Wimbush. Before we get to our awards, we would like to thank our team managers, Piper and Veronica. They're both seniors, so the team will be actively recruiting some team managers. It's a lot of work, a lot of time, and you don't get much for it. And then our returner, one of our team MVPs, our drone pilot, Jace. Is he here? What's up, Jace? He was our drone pilot, filming every practice, and he'll be back next year. We'll get to our gold awards. We have 2 guys who will be recognized for gold awards for their long-standing contribution to the football program. First up, we have one of our guys who made the earliest commitment to their college career, 4-year football player going on to Juniata College, Sam Lowenstein. You want to announce yourself? Announce yourself. See, get your name right.
My name is Mario Kliajic.
Thank you. And he's another gold award winner. We'll give out one of our team awards today. He's a guy who plays 3 sports here. He's a high competitor. He's grown into his body, and he's going to now have the opportunity to play college football after playing both lacrosse and wrestling as well here. Our coach's award goes to Jake Baker. Okay. He might have detention. Next year's season lets us host 4 New England prep schools as home games. It's a great opportunity for our school to show off our campus. We'll be hosting Suffield Academy, Salisbury School, Cheshire Academy, and Williston Northampton schools. Our team will travel also to Pittsburgh and New Jersey and Connecticut for games as well. So we appreciate all the support in year 1 of the league and look to the future. Thank you.
I'm Aaron Litzy, the boys soccer coach. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the school, the administration, the athletic department for giving me the opportunity to coach here. It's a very humbling experience, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity. This season was very special for our team. It was one that we learned a lot of lessons, and we overcame a lot of adversity. It's something that everybody here experiences all the time, I'm sure, and it was a situation this year where we lost a lot of seniors, and we had a very youthful team coming back. We worked hard. We set a lofty goal of a district title this year, and we went through a lot of ups and downs. A lot of people didn't think we could achieve what we did. We ran into a lot of naysayers, and people just, thought it was okay to think that maybe we couldn't achieve our goal. But our team learned lessons this year. We banded together. We worked hard. We became unified. We had a lot of team chemistry, and we didn't listen to outside noise or naysayers. And I guess my point of the whole talk here is we all experience people to tell us that we can't do things or think that we can't do it, but our team learned this year, and I hope they take that away from the season, that when you believe, when you work hard, when you have a goal in mind, don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to people say that you can't do it, because you can, and just keep working hard towards your goal no matter what the situation is. That's what we did this year, and that's why we're 4-time district champions. We're looking forward to next season. We're excited for it, and we hope to do bigger and better things. I'm not going to go through all our letter winners and JV letter winners because it's an extensive list. I'm going to go right to our gold award winner. We only have one, and Andrew Morgan is the only gold award winner. He had the opportunity to win 4 district titles at SEM, and congratulations. Next up for our Coaches Award, this athlete, many times he was the first player at practice, the last one to leave, was always there to help in any way, make sure everything's picked up. He was a team player, even when he wasn't getting on the field in his early years at SEM. He kept working hard, and he became an integral part of our team, and that's Von Kudish. Finally, I don't think Vaughn's here. No. Oh, he's coming from the top. Okay. While we wait for Vaughn, I'll move on. Here he is. Finally, our team MVP. This player was selected All-State Conference MVP, and he was one of the leaders on our team. We had many players that could have been selected for this, but it's Thomas Iskra. Okay, next up is Jesse Williams.
I don't have to say my name now. Hi. This is my 5th year with the team, and after every season, I come up here and tell you about some of the things you don't see on the field or on the scoreboard, and this year was no different. But for people who are new to the school, I just want to reiterate that every season, we come into the summer with a lot of kids who have never played the game before. We compete with teams around the area who have multiple club players who not only play year-round, but they play year-round together, and we still compete. This season, we lost to the eventual district champion 3 times with the score of 1-0 every time. So it's just an illustration of the type of kids we have, and the way they buy into the program and commit to the work we have to do on and off the field. You can see the list of the varsity letter winners. We have a small team, so another detail that is important to know is that every kid that comes in, whether they know all the rules of the game or not, whether they're a beginner or they've played the game since they were a little kid, every kid gets on the field, on the varsity field, and contributes to our team. So that's just a side note. I'll just announce the Gold Award winners. These are the seniors who have earned a varsity letter every year. Cassidy Rhodes Aniska. Maya Pike. Becca Kornfeld. And Lindsay Lakuta. It's official. Hey, how are you? Oh boy. Next, I'll announce the Coaches Award. this player, she started with our team the previous season. She came into preseason with a lot of grit, which was kind of a new thing. She's from outside the area, and that's for her very first season. She posted one of the highest save totals in the league. Everybody at the coaches meeting acknowledged how unique she was as a player, as a person, and to be in a position like goalkeeper is not the easiest thing to just jump into, but everybody on the team can attest to the fact that she kept us in many, many games that perhaps we wouldn't have been in without her. So this year's Coach's Award goes to Cassidy Skoransky. Scenic route. Alrighty. Last is the MVP. This player, just like Cassidy, they were both leaders. This person's a leader, but she's not the loudest person that you've ever met. She lets her play do the talking. Was not a captain, but by the end of the season became a respected leader of the team. She orchestrated pretty much every play offensively and still got back on defense, made other players around her better, and sort of found her teeth as the season progressed. One of the most talented and well-rounded soccer players I've ever met. Her name is Helena Prusak. One last thing. I just wanted to thank the school and specifically Karen Klasner for bringing me along. This is my 5th and final season with the team, and it's been an honor to be a part of this school, this program, and be around the people that are here. So thank you very much.
Coach Snowden could not be here today, so you're stuck with me with cross country. And we did not forget about our state championship tennis team. Their coach wasn't allowed to get out. Wilkes-Barre area would not let him out to do this awards assembly. So the 2021 cross country team, this is a message from Coach Snowden. You were an absolute pleasure to coach, and I'm sorry I'm missing this opportunity to honor the kids that have motivated me to become a better runner and welcomed me immediately as their assistant coach. We were a small team, but it was so wonderful to see friendships built through running. This team was filled with kids who encouraged each other, stayed with each other on tough running days, and celebrated each other in every meet. Up on the board are the letter winners for cross country. The girls' team members were Annabelle Dobush, Christina Fawcett, Faith Stoshak, Kathy Lynn. Boys' team members, Marshall Curtis, Evan Schwartz, Jack Novelli, Gopal Patel, Jack Tuzinski, Tommy Majkowski, Giovanni Ramos, Harry Zhu, and Paul Stevenson. This year's Female Coaches Award goes to a talented runner who showed every one of us the power of determination and grit. Despite being plagued by injuries, she gave 100% at every practice and meet and was a leader by example. Unfortunately, an injury ended her season early, but she still came to meets to support her teammates, and we look forward to her running with us again next season. Female Coaches Award winner, Faith Stoshak. Okay. While she's coming down, we'll talk about the Coaches Award for the boys. The Boys Coaches Award recipient was new to Wyoming Seminary, and he made an immediate impact as a student, an athlete, and an exceptional teammate. He was always one of the first to arrive for practice, always had something positive to share, and showed big improvements throughout the season because of his work ethic. This year's Coaches Award, Gopal Patel. Female MVP Award is a young lady who never missed a practice, always had a smile, and gave her best in every meet. She finished 22nd at the Wyoming Valley Conference Championships. She was constantly one of the top female runners in every conference meet, and this past November, she ran her first half marathon. She will be running the Scranton Half Marathon again in April. This year's female MVP, Annabelle Dobesh. Boys MVP goes to a sophomore who quickly established himself as one of the best runners to wear a Wyoming Seminary cross-country uniform. He earned a 7th place medal at the District 2 meet and was 71st at the state meet. He was also first or in the top 3 in every conference meet and led the Blue Knights to a 6-10 record. Boys MVP, Jack Novelli. Cross Country Gold Awards. Jeremy Hahn, Evan Schwartz, and Giovanni Ramos. The last team we're honoring is our girls' state championship tennis team. They won the first state championship in school history for the girls' teams. Coach Cooper did write a little speech, so here you go. And please, I don't talk like this guy. No, the coaches or the kids know what I'm talking about. He's very eloquent. I was told every coach has about 3 minutes, and I don't know how I can captivate exactly what and how what we accomplished this year in the amount of time that I was given. 3 minutes can't truly explain the hard work and the many lessons that our parents took us to since we were young kids. This state championship that we accomplished is the final product. But it doesn't reflect a sense of discipline that was instilled at some point by your parents and later by ourselves in those meaningful moments saturated in pressure. During this magical run, every player dug down deep to find out what they were made of, and when all was said and done, with gold draped around their necks, we realized the importance of being a team and how we all needed each other. I personally hate trite statements like teamwork makes the dream work. But honestly, it was very fitting knowing each little and big sacrifice we all made together to accomplish what we did. Because this is a short speech, I would first like to congratulate the parents who introduced their daughters to this wonderful game they can play for the rest of their lives. They put on a great show for us this year, and prior to, I then want to thank the school for supporting us along the way. But most importantly, I wanted to thank the girls who not only made their journey complete with the ultimate championship, but also made my journey a vindicating one that I will remember forever. As I look back and remember each one of you and what you accomplished, it was redeeming to know that the platform I set forth about Team First truly resonated and ultimately left us with a sweet Hershey chocolate taste in our mouth. Each and every one of you down in Hershey, whether you played or just showed solidarity as a captain from the sidelines, is responsible for the gold around each other's necks. Without any of you, this could not be accomplished. You are truly deserving of this moment and deserving of the most beautiful things in life that can be offered. Remember, for the year of 2021, there was no better team than you in the state, and no one can take that away. For the Coaches Award, this young lady adjusted throughout a year and bounced back from a heartbreaking district semifinal junior year. You trusted me as your new coach in every role you were asked to assume, and you helped lead your fellow teammates as co-captain. I am proud of you and how you held yourself. Margaret Mahalik, it is a pleasure to present you the Coaches Award. And finally, the little engine that could, the little general, but the only one who had to order from the kids' menu when we went to Applebee's. Just kidding, in parentheses. This remarkable, unbelievable freshman helped put the team on her back and consistently beat the best competition in the state game in, game out. A truly humble and skilled tennis player and genuinely nice kid to be around. I have so much more to gush about, but I am out of time. Ileana Rosenthal, it was truly been my pleasure to coach you this first year at Wyoming Seminary, and I hope to join you in many more as you embark on a storied career here at SEM. Ileana, please accept the Most Valuable Player Award for Tennis. Congratulations to Ileana and to the state champions in tennis. She's not here? Five gold awards for tennis. Vicki Smolowitz, Margaret Mahalik, Bridget Dowd, DeMonica DeLeo, and Sam Casey. You want to come up and get your awards, please? Okay, we're going to switch coaches, and we'll start with the Winter Sports Awards. Thank you very much to all the athletes from the fall sport. Woo! Sorry. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks so much. Okay, we're ready to get started with the Winter Sports Awards. Who's going first? Who's on first? Who's on second? Coach Kersey.
Good morning. The girls' basketball season can be described in many ways. It was a unique year, and in some ways it was really a challenging year. We had a small roster. We were relatively inexperienced, playing almost all freshmen and sophomores, and we had something that doesn't happen very often, at least at SEM. We had a coaching change in the middle of the year. I'd prefer, and I think the girls on the team, though, won't remember the year for its challenges. I think they're going to remember it more than anything as a year of progress. It was a year where the team worked hard, and it's a year where the team improved. If you watched us at the beginning of the season, it was a very different basketball team by the end of the season. And I think most importantly to me, what I saw was it was a team that really developed closer relationships as the year went on. We had an end-of-year party, and you could just see how well the girls were all getting along together, and I think that's something that really bodes well. You know, earlier Coach Klasner talked about a potential state championship next year. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I think the girls' basketball team is ready to win a state championship, but I can tell you we're going to be better next year. We're going to be more competitive. I think it's a team, as I've said to them, that, you know, is going to really compete and represent Seminary well, and I can't wait for the future of the program and to work with the players to get even better in the off season. I have a few thank yous to the athletic department. You know, we had to deal with COVID pauses and schedule changes. Thank you so much for everything you did with that. To my two assistant coaches, you know, Coach Ron and Coach Gia, who were there for the entire year and stuck with the team, you know, even when the coaching change took place. They are great coaches and also great friends of mine. To my son, Ryan, who was our manager, did a great job of filming and coming to practice and helping out. You know, I'd like to say thank you to the Goon Squad, which was because our numbers were low. We had a group of guys who came in periodically and practiced with the team, and that made a real difference for us being able to do a little more scrimmaging, and that's something that I really was appreciative of. Our trainers helping to keep us healthy through the year, and then we had people who did scoring and timing. Meredith Schaefer, my dad, you know, my wife Katie filled in every once in a while, and a huge thank you to my wife. It is a big lifestyle change. When I went from coaching at the lower school, which was 3 days a week with no scouting, no film, no weekends, to being a head varsity basketball coach, which was 6 days a week. So I couldn't have done it without her support. So thank you very much, Katie, for supporting me along the way. In terms of our varsity letters, yeah. In terms of our varsity letter winners, everyone's up there, so I'm not going to reiterate that. I want to get right to our awards. We have 2 Coaches Award winners, and if they would come forward, and I'll speak about them as they're coming up. The first is Tegan Jackett, and the second is Cassidy Skaransky. So please come forward. Thank you. Tegan was the lone senior in the program, and I think by her own admission, the beginning of the season was a bit of a challenging one for her. But, you know, when I came on, we had some good conversations and said, as the lone senior, you have an incredible opportunity here to help change the culture of the program and to get things moving in a more positive direction. And Tegan did that. You know, she was a really positive force. There were times when the game wasn't going well or a practice was challenging, and Tegan was someone who I could always count on to say, hey, let's keep working. Let's stay positive. Let's stick together as a team. So I have a lot of respect for how Tegan handled this year, and she's certainly going to be missed this year. Congratulations, Tegan. You know, what I was going to say about Cassidy, in many ways, you've already heard from Coach Jesse. She was a player who we could always count on to come in and work hard, to be a leader. Even when she was injured and wasn't able to practice, she was driving an hour and a half over Christmas break to come and be with the team. And I think that's just a sign of the dedication that she showed. And anyone who saw us play could see how hard Cassidy worked. And as point guard, you know, she's someone who, you know, I probably communicated with more than any other player because she's a coach out on the floor for our team. And I can't wait to see Cassidy's leadership and see what she does for the team next year because she had a great junior year for us. I also just wanted to take a second to recognize Lexi. Lexi was honorable mention for Wyoming Valley Conference Division II, which is an incredibly competitive conference, and she, like the other players, I think have a really bright future in our program. So congratulations, Lexi, on that well-deserved recognition. Thank you as well to all of the fans, and I'm going to turn it over to Coach Moses.
Good morning. My name is Pete Moses. I'm the head boys basketball coach here at Wyoming Seminary. The first thing I'd like to do is join the other coaches by thanking the administration and the training staff. As Coach Kersey said, with COVID and other restrictions we had to deal with throughout the year, the school nurses, the school trainers, and the administrations really did a good job of putting us in a good position to compete, reschedule games, and help us with transportation. I would first like to acknowledge the letter winners, which are posted on the screen behind me. I will acknowledge that we had two seniors on this year's roster, Zach Williamson and Phil Evon, and they were both a pleasure to coach and exemplified great leadership for the team this year. As far as our season goes, it was not on paper what we would consider a successful season, especially after the past 4 seasons that this program has had. We did graduate 9 seniors, so we put a lot of people in positions they had not been in before. I thought that throughout the course of the year they had grown into those positions more and more each day, and we look forward to a young team coming back next year. I think we'll return 16 out of 18 players. I'll get right into the Coaches Awards. The first Coaches Award we called the Team Defensive MVP Award. This was this young man's first year in our program. He is not from this area, and as soon as I met him, he immediately embraced basketball, competed hard, gave 100% at every practice. He led our team in rebounds. He usually had to guard the best player on the other team every night, and he is not just a two-sport athlete, but an outstanding two-sport athlete. The defensive team MVP this year is Chief Montalva. The next award we're going to give out, we call the Team Leadership Award. And the reason I picked that is because this young man exemplified leadership on and off the court. He kept the team in line when me and my staff wouldn't have to. He controlled the locker room. He controlled the practices. He was like having a coach on the floor, like you've heard before. But not only was he a leader, he was an outstanding player for us. And, there were games, I think he played all 32 minutes because we needed him out there at all times. But our Team Leadership Award goes to Thomas Iskra. Okay.
Thank you. Good job, buddy.
I told you that we had 2 seniors on the team. Unfortunately, Zach Williamson joined us in his junior year, so I only had the privilege of coaching him for 2 seasons. But we do have 1 gold award winner, a 4-year letter winner at seminary, Philip Yvonne. Congratulations, buddy. Good luck next year. Lastly, 2 of our players were recognized by the Wyoming Valley Coaches Association as All-Stars, and those 2 players were Isaiah Stull, voted to the 2nd team, and Mark Jackett, voted to the 3rd team. And at this point, I'll turn it over to Coach Ravelli.
Hi, everyone. Honored to be here to represent the boys wrestling team. Cornell Robinson, the head coach, he's currently in Estonia with a few of our guys on a nice trip. There's going to be a tournament out there. They're going to be traveling to different countries. So for those that don't know me, my name is Joe Ravelli. I'm the assistant wrestling coach here. I've actually been at Wyoming Seminary for about 11 years now, coaching wrestling. I have to say our boys had an incredible season this year. For those that don't know, we finished as the #1 high school wrestling team in the country. Let's give it up for them. But for what you guys, probably don't know, these guys, it's important to understand just how incredibly hard they work. Just about all of our guys are up at 5, 6 a.m. working out in the morning and then practicing in the afternoon. That goes on from the start of school really until the end of school. These guys are training full time. It's just been an incredible season, and especially after last year, we had so many competitions canceled due to COVID. I think the team and coaches, we're just really excited to get back on the mat this year and have that opportunity. So I'll just go over some of our highlights for the year. So we finished undefeated in dual meet competitions, which was incredible. We were Powerade champions, which is a prestigious national tournament. We defeated Blair Academy 31-26, which is a big one. We were prep national champions, and that was 7th time in school history. Individual champions for that tournament was Nick Bazalkis, Meyer Shapiro, Joe Seeley, and Jude Correa. Give it up for them. And then I also want to give, before I get into the awards, just a shout out. We had 2 or 4 new wrestlers this year that signed up. It was really inspiring as a coach to work with these guys. They were Hanson, Yu Chung, Sebastian, and Ilya Lini. Can't forget about Ilya. So there was a quick little story. There was a point where we had wrestle-offs to determine the starting competitors for the prep national tournament, and we actually had Sebastian, I don't know where Ilya's at. Sebastian and Ilya had a match, and I have to say, no offense to the rest of you guys, it was probably the most exciting wrestling match I watched this entire year. I'm not gonna say who won. I'll let you guys can ask them, but it was really exciting, and we were honored to have those 4 guys join our team this year. So I'll start here with the MVP. This was extremely difficult, and I think Coach Klasner cheated when she gave it to her whole team, because I think I would have done the same thing if I knew I had that chance. I could actually think of 3 guys that are very deserving of this award, but we had to pick one, unfortunately. The 3 guys that would be in the running would be Joe Seeley, Nick Bazalkis, Meyer Shapiro. All 3 of them finished their seasons undefeated. They did not lose one match. We selected, due to having the most matches wrestled, Joe Seeley as the team MVP. On to the Coaches Award. For this award, we went with a student athlete. It was his first year with the program. He actually came in as a senior. He was a guy that anything you needed from him. He would take care of, never complained about anything. We actually film all of our wrestling matches, even when we're traveling. We use iPads, and this guy is the guy we go to upload all of the videos to the site that we use, the service, where you can watch the videos, it tracks stats. Did a lot of behind-the-scenes work, never complained. Jack Dara. And then on to our Gold Award winners. So all 3 of these guys have been with our program for 4 years. I'm sure a lot of you guys obviously know these guys. They're extremely just great overall kids, hard workers. They do anything you ask of them. You know, really honored to have had these guys for 4 years. Jake Baker, Magnus Frabel, and Wolfgang Frabel. You guys coming down? I'm not seeing them, so I'll get these to them at some point. Thank you guys, appreciate you.
Good morning, my name is Justin Lyle, the head boys ice hockey coach. This is my 2nd season with Wyoming Seminary. Really, I think this is my first season simply due to COVID last year, and again, thanks to the school for juggling the schedules and everything else as far as COVID concerned last year, and again, the start of this season. You know, as the other coaches had mentioned, and thanks to the entire staff at Wyoming Seminary, to the teachers, to the deans, to the athletic department, to Coach Burke for driving some vans for us along the way in snowstorms up to Vermont. Thanks, Coach Burke, for that. But I want to say a special thank you to to Lisa and her staff over in the athletic department or the training department. It seemed like our boys were. We frequented the training room quite a bit, and thank you very much, Lisa, and your staff. So I got to keep this short and sweet so we can round out here. But I just want to say a couple things as far as the highlights, as far as our team concerned this year. As far as the boys hockey team, we're kind of in the same category as Coach Burke and the football team. We're affiliate members of the NEPSAC. So we don't really play for states, but some of the highlights that we did have this year, we finished 2nd place in a Shadyside tournament over in Pittsburgh. We lost in overtime. It was a great hockey game. So we finished 2nd place there, which was good. I was proud of my guys there. Our next tournament was in Albany Academy. We finished 3rd in Albany Academy. We kind of got, it was a bit of a scheduling nightmare, but at the end of the day, we finished 3rd. I was proud of the guys for that. And then right before Christmas, we went up to St. George's up in Rhode Island, very beautiful campus, and the boys, we won 1st place in that tournament. So good job, guys. Proud of you guys for that one. One last thing I'd like to say thanks. I know we don't play a lot of home games, which hopefully we can make a few more home games this year. Our guys do play a lot on the road, but thank you to everybody that attended the I believe it was 2 home games that we had this year. So thank you very much to the students and the faculty that attended that. I'll get right into the awards. Our MVP of the season, as all of us are team sports. It's hard to solidify one team member, but this young man, he came back from, he was a senior this year, he was with us last year, he's from Montreal. George Kolovos, he was our captain. So he's not with us today, but congratulations, George. And the Coach's Award, this young man, he's a man of many words. I'm just kidding. He's from Finland. He held our D-Corps down for 2 straight years. I don't think I need to see any more, but Petras Naikinen, come on up. As the team calls him, Petrus, I think is his real name. Thank you. Hi. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, I get to round everything out here. I'm pretty sure we're on negative time now, but I'll do my best. I'm going to also start by thanking people. All the people who helped make this season happen, behind the scenes, first and foremost, maintenance for keeping our pool in one piece, or at least as close to one piece as a 65-year-old pool can be. Claz and Janet Murray for arranging our entire season, rescheduling things, and that's always a big thing during the winter with snow and COVID recently and all that. Coach Burke for listening to me complain about the weight room and how to possibly improve it. My assistant coach, Julia Bauer, who couldn't be here today, but for everything she does to help our kids get better. And most importantly, like Coach Kersey already alluded to, my wife and children for putting up with me being not there so often during the winter. With that, the girls team went 9-1 this year. The boys were 8-2. Varsity and JV letters are behind me. I won't run through those because I know we're short on time. So I'm going to jump into the MVPs. I'm going to start with the girls MVP. She set a number of school pool district records this year. I could list them off, but that would add another 5 or 6 minutes probably. We just finished up states. We returned on Sunday morning, but she earned a silver and bronze individual medals. Easily one of the best hauls we've had from an individual, as well with 2 relay medals with her teams. She also got her first national cut, and I wanted to make put that out there. I don't know if we've ever had one of those before, so that's a first for us, and I congratulations to her on that one. The person, right? The MVP is Riley Collins. All right, in the meantime, I'll just go to the boys. So the boys also had a number of school records. He rebroke his own record in the 100 butterfly a number of times, pool records all around the valley. At states, he earned 2 sixth-place medals as well as a couple all-state honorable mentions in 2 relays with his teammates. The boys' MVP is Jean Akelbekov. Moving on to the Coaches Award. Our Coaches Award / our Gold Award recipient isn't here today. I still say a couple words about her, but she's on a college visit. So, Sam is one of the most genuine people. It's Sam Quinn. Again, I'm bad with these name things, right? One of the most genuine people I've come to know and I've coached in my 11 years now. She cared deeply about the team during her 4 years with us. She never complained about events I asked her to swim. She always had the team in mind with every decision she made, whether it was in her favor or not. Always put forth her best effort, no matter what was going on in her life outside the pool. The team, the coaches, myself and Julia included, are going to miss her very much next season. So again, she's not here now, so I don't know. Do you want to hold on to them? Just a quick rundown of our state results, because again, we just got back from that. Our boys medley relay was 14th, and that was Harry Feng, Gabe DeLuna, Jean, and then Richie DeLuna. Jean again was 6th in the 100 butterfly, and that the boys 200 free relay, which was Jean, Harry Feng, Jake Bauer, and Richie DeLuna, was 16th. The girls medley relay of Kara McCall, Alyssa Kelly, Riley Collins, and Ava Bettner was 5th overall. Alyssa Kelly in the 200 freestyle was 7th overall. Riley Collins was 3rd in the 100 fly, resetting her school record in that event. Jean was 6th in the 100 breaststroke. Riley was 2nd in the 500 freestyle, which is where she earned her nationals cut. Alyssa Kelly was 7th in the 100 breaststroke. where she smashed, the girls' 100 breaststroke record, resetting it by over 2.5 seconds by the time she was all was said and done. And then finally, the girls' 400 free relay of Kara McCall, Alyssa Kelly, Ava Bettner, and Riley Collins took 8th overall. And so, we all know, those of you who compete in it, coach in it, the winter season is a very, very long one. Even beyond the individual differences in sports that all of us deal with, it tests the willpower of the athletes by taking up all 3 of our breaks, which I'll say is even worsened even further by social media. It's really hard to look on Instagram and see all your friends prancing around on the beach and in different places all over the world, and you have to continue, coming to our dungeon of a pool over and over and over again, walking out of the front doors and your hair freezing before you get to your car. So there are, multiple times every season that athletes are going to question the commitment throughout the season. And I certainly can't talk for everyone's feeling. But for me, as usual, after the successful end of a season like this one, the slog always seems worth it. And this is another season just like that. And of course, as with most teams, we had our fair share of speed bumps as the season went on. But when it mattered most, our team showed up and proved we were a force to be reckoned with. And while our established swimmers came in and they performed under pressure over and over again, and that was just echoed again this past weekend at States, and our newer team members, which we had a decent amount this year, steadily improved as the year went on, and the districts for a lot of them was very impressive. I cannot overstate how proud I am of everybody who made it through all of that. Each individual and the team as a whole, and to wrap up, I just want to kind of say that, keep an eye on the team over through the next year. We have a pretty young team, and I'm pretty excited to see, how we accomplish and what we can do over the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. We had a video that we were supposed to show, but I think we're just going to send it out. Is that right, Mr. Schaefer? How long is it? 5 minutes? Show it. I'm making an administrative decision. Show it.
There it is.
But I got to give the credit to my friend Owen Rollins. He let me take that free kick. He had the confidence in me. He said, put this in the back of the net, and that's what I did.
Wachilla and Barbacci, both juniors, so expect Sem to be right back in the mix next year.
High school, huge duel at Wyoming Seminary. The top-ranked Blue Knights hosting number 2 Blair Academy. The top 2 high school teams in the country. But at heavyweight, the Blue Knights get those 6 points right back. DJ Mehring wins by fall. Huge pin to get everyone in the building going.
Thank you to Matt Bufano for what he did there. Thank you so much for your patience. Have a great day.